For years, we have believed that our existence is the result of the Big Bang. But what if we've been wrong all along? Was our universe truly created through the Big Bang? Or are we unknowingly living inside a tiny particle deep within a black hole? We know that our universe came into being 13.8 billion years ago, following what we call the Big Bang. But let's rewind the clock, shall we? Have you ever wondered what was there before it all? Before humans appeared on Earth, before the sun ignited, before all the galaxies were formed, before light could even shine. Did you ever pause to think where and how life started? Mainstream physicists believe there was nothing before the Big Bang, and that all concepts of matter and time began at the instant of the Big Bang. They believe pondering over what existed before that time isn't in the realm of science, but that may be another way of saying we don't know anything about what the universe looked like before the Big Bang. To be fair, we cannot blame scientists for not having those answers, because it's beyond human understanding to decode what reality pre-Big Bang was like, what it was formed of, or what triggered the event that created our universe. However, there are some unconventional scientists who disagree. These physicists hypothesize that a moment before the Big Bang, all the mass and energy of the nascent universe was compressed into an extraordinarily dense but finite particle. We can call this speck the seed of a new universe. These physicists theorize that this seed is exceedingly small, probably trillions of times smaller than any particle we have ever observed. Regardless of its compact size, this particle has the power to spark the creation of every other particle. We can say that this seed is capable of creating every galaxy, solar system, planet, and organism. Wait till you hear what the particle is called. It is called the God particle. But how did the God particle come into existence? Nikodem Pawlowski of the University of New Haven has a plausible theory worth discussing. According to him, the God particle was forged in the ultimate kiln, where it experienced the most extreme environment of all of nature, a black hole. So, if the God particle that created our universe was formed inside a black hole, what does it mean for our origins? Does it mean Earth was once inside a black hole? Can we be sure that we are, in fact, viewing other black holes in distant galaxies from the outside? Or is our universe actually still inside a black hole, and the Big Bang never really happened? Now this is where things get interesting. Over time, theoretical physicists have agreed that there isn't a single universe, and that we may be part of the multiverse, where thousands or even millions of separate universes exist simultaneously. Here, a question arises that excites and scares scientists. Are different universes in the multiverse somehow connected to one another? Think in terms of Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse movie. However, this concept is riddled with speculation and significant debate because we have no way to prove if a link exists between them. Here's another compelling idea that makes things more exciting. If we compare the seed of the universe with the seed of a plant, we can say that it's made up of essential material, tightly compressed, hidden protectively inside a shell. In that case, the seed of the universe becomes an exact description of what is created inside a black hole. Before proceeding further, we must understand what a black hole is and how it is formed. Black holes are essentially created when a large star collapses. Every time a star runs out of energy, its core collapses inwards. Gravity starts to pull everything to its center with a fiery intensity, impossible to escape. Temperatures begin climbing to impossible heights, such as 1 billion degrees. Every atom is squished. Every electron is shredded. and its pieces are further distorted. By this time, the collapsing star has turned into a black hole, with a gravitational pull so strong that not even light can escape. This is how it has earned the name black hole, a hole so dark that you cannot see it. The space between the interior and exterior of the black hole is called the event horizon. The boundary of the event horizon tells a very different story for an object outside of it compared to the one inside it. Any object outside the boundary will feel its gravitational pull due to the curve in space created by the black hole's presence. However, the gravitational force will not always pull every object inside, but the object can escape if it moves fast enough in the right direction. But once an object crosses the threshold of the event horizon, it must face a crushing fate. As the fabric of space-time is greatly curved inside a black hole, any object falling inside will reach the singularity within seconds of crossing the horizon. Using Einstein's theories, we can understand what happens at the bottom of a black hole, where the hypothetical concept of singularity occurs. The singularity is the ultimate no man's land, where matter is compressed to an infinitely tiny point, and the concepts of time and space cease to exist. But there is a disconnect between Einstein's theories and the properties of a black hole. Can you guess what it is? Infinites aren't typically found in nature. So, while the brilliantly talented theoretical physicist has given us theories for accurate calculations for most of the cosmos, the laws of physics became redundant in the face of massive forces, such as those inside a black hole, or the ones that were present when our universe was created. Classical physics implies that anything falling into a black hole can never escape. However, Stephen Hawking proposed a very different theory that challenges the laws of physics. He showed that black holes continuously emit radiation when quantum effects are taken into account. Unfortunately, the temperature of this radiation is much lower than the cosmic background, which makes it impossible to detect any radiation using current technology. Hawking's calculations showed that constant radiation made the black hole lose mass continuously, implicating that it would eventually evaporate. However, he also realized that this inferred a paradox. If a black hole can completely evaporate, all the information contained within it will be lost forever. This theory would violate a rule of quantum mechanics that states that information can neither be created nor lost. Brace yourselves, because the next idea will open a whole new set of possibilities. According to Dr. Poplavsky, the matter inside a black hole can be compressed to only an extent, and it does reach a point where it can no longer be crushed. Hence, he disagrees with the theory that material inside the black hole is compressed infinitely. Instead, he believes the compacting process halts due to the spinning movement of the black hole. He argues that the black hole spins rapidly, almost matching the speed of light, and the seed of the universe, which is incredibly tiny but the weight of 1 billion suns, is spun around with a huge amount of torsion. The seed is twisted and compressed, like the spring-loaded snake in a can toy, and this spring unwinds suddenly with a bang. Dr. Poplavsky calls it the Big Bounce, but it sounds very similar to another term we've heard many times in our universe's story. What do you think it is? It is the Big Bang. This means that it's possible the Big Bang that formed our universe was actually the result of a black hole explosion. Dr. Poplavsky has another theory that will blow your mind. He believes the black hole is a conduit, a one-way door between two universes. So if you fall back into the black hole at the center of the Milky Way, there is a possibility that you'll end up in another universe. This other universe isn't present inside our own, but the black hole merely acts as a link connecting the two, much like a shared route that links two aspen trees. If you're wondering where our universe stands amidst all of this, know that it may be the product of another, older universe. You can think of it as Mother Universe, and the seed this Mother Universe forged inside a black hole may have experienced its big bounce some 13.8 billion years ago. Even though our universe is expanding rapidly, we may very well be living behind a black hole's event horizon. Thanks for joining us today on our space travels. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and press the notification bell for more exciting space content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.